Hello everyone, this is a quick video just to show you how to create a new user account if you're going to be selling in the multiple births Guelph Wellington We've Outgrown It sale. First of all, open your browser, and any browser will do, and go to www.myconsignmentmanager.com/Guelph multiples. That will take you to this page with our logo at the top, and you'll see an option here to create user account. Now, if you've sold with us or you have an account with My Consignment Manager for some other reason, you don't have to create a new account. Once you have an account, that's yours for life. It doesn't matter if you're selling in our sale, if you're selling in, somebody else's sale that's using My Consignment Manager, you already have an account. But if you don't, if you've never used this before, this is what you do. Click Create User Account, and you'll be taken to this online form. You just put in, you select your language and country, you put in a user ID, and I will use Sally Smith, just a fake ID. I'm going to put in a password here, make sure the password is the same. Any fields that have this asterisk beside them, that means that that field is required. Any field that does not have an asterisk, like the middle name, is just optional. Okay, Smith, it's picking it up from when I did this before. Mobile number, and we put your real mobile number in, please. That number is used if we need to contact you for any reason on the day of the sale. That sometimes happens. There we go. Put in your email address. This email address will be used to contact you before and after the sale for any information. As well, you'll get some system alerts. Anyways, we don't do a lot of email, but that does allow us to communicate with you. And then this is your street address. This, even though you provide us with a self-stamped, self-addressed and stamped envelope, sometimes something will happen to it. If you've forgotten the envelope, or if we can't read what's on the envelope, or anyway, something happens, we need to have your address. So I will sometimes come and check it against this. It's kind of a safety guard. So please make sure it's accurate. Again, we're not going to spam you or, oh yeah, and down here you'll find Ontario, and put in whatever your postal code is. Down here is the terms and conditions. This is for My Consignment Manager, the software that we're using. You can read through those terms and conditions here. And then once you've done that, just click the little box there and select Create Account. It is telling me that I have an incorrect, separate the first three letters with one space. I don't think, it's sometimes a little finicky. I don't think it likes my lowercase letters here. So I'm going to put in uppercase letters. Alright, great, I took that. Yeah, sometimes it can be a little finicky. It'll bring up your account information. Now you all know my super secret password. That's great. Anyways, write it down, make sure it's something that you're going to remember. It does note that it does cut the password off at 8 characters. So if you have a password longer than 8, it will cut it off. Alright, and make sure that My Consignment Manager at myconsignmentmanager.com is in your trusted email address book, so it doesn't go to your spam folder. And click OK. Oh boy. It didn't like, I guess it took my Smurf. Well, it doesn't really matter, it's a made-up account anyways. Let's try that again, make everything else is good. Yep, there we go. Sally Smith is already taken. Smiley J. Smith. Okay, see, these are all the sorts of things that you may come up with, that you may run into as well. So try something different and click OK. And here we go. Fantastic. Okay, so then you come to this, it says register me as a seller. When you register as a seller for our sale, it also allows you the option to do volunteer shifts, which give you better commission. Your seller number, you should have a seller number. If you're unsure of it, then just email me at guelphmultiples@live.ca. You can check seller number availability, but it actually won't give you anything just because of the way we've set it up. So I'm going to put in what I know my number is. Oops, 8. If you have a seller number, an old seller number that begins with an N, which we used to use for non-members, actually replace that N with a 1. So if I was N108, I'd become 1108. How did you hear about us? If you're a returning seller, there's an option there. If you're a multiple person member, if you heard about us online, just let us know where you heard about us, and then click register me. This is something new. This is a seller waiver. So it says, I hereby agree that Multipleverse is not responsible for loss of stolen articles before, during, or after the sale. I agree to pick up any items not sold after the sale at the designated time. That's all in the seller's handbook, which is on our website. If you don't pick up your things, or you don't arrange for someone to pick them up, then we're going to deduct $10 from your check, and any remaining items are going to be donated to charity. But we do ask that you don't do this. We don't have like a truck or anything that we can cart things around, so it's a bit of it's hard for us to do. And let me just assure you that even though we have this waiver, this is actually the same waiver that everybody has signed, the paper waiver that everyone signed. If you've ever sold before we had the online system, you would have filled out that waiver. This is the exact same waiver. Most people didn't really read it, which is why I'm hoping people will read it now that's online. And if any of your stuff has gone missing, because it does happen any once in a while, you'll know that we will do everything we can to make it right, to fix it, to find what was lost, to give you the payment or whatever it happens to be. We'll do whatever we can, but this does cover us in case something goes terribly wrong, which in all the time I've done this, nothing has gone terribly, terribly wrong. So then you click I accept, and you're in. Welcome, Sally. There's my fake seller number. And you can go ahead and enter items, manage your inventory, print your tags, etc., etc. I will have another video which will go through each of these different steps. Take care.